I hope this is what I've been waiting for. It finally made it, I think. Yes, International Plant Mail. Hello and welcome to Peggy's Plants, coming to you from Central Florida. Hi, I'm Peggy. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you and yours are well. Today I am very excited to share with you a plant mail unboxing from Indonesia. I was contacted by a company by the name of Aroidmarket.com, and they were generous enough to offer me some plants. They had me pick out 2 plants that I'd be interested in receiving, and I try not to be too greedy, so I always get middle of the road plants. But the box says there's 8 plants in here. So I'm really excited to see what's in here. And I figured it's been so long since I've done an unboxing that I had to share it with you. Now, before I go into this box, though, I just want you to know that, you know, if you order plants internationally, don't be alarmed. This is what they look like. You get a lot of paperwork, phytosanitary certificate, tape showing that it's been inspected. They have opened this and gone through this box. This saying that they're made sure that the plants have been quarantined. Yeah, the Department of Agriculture is very serious when it comes to importing agriculture into the U.S. So if you want to ensure your plants are going to make it through customs, you probably want to get that phytosanitary certificate. I have a video on that whole process if it's something you're thinking you might be interested in doing, importing plants, with tips and how to do it. I will put a link in the description box as well as the video, and also I will make sure to have the company's information that I received this package from. So here we go. Let's get into this package. And let me just say, I do have a cold, so I'm a little congested, so bear with me today. Now, importing plants can be very tricky. These plants go through a lot. To get the phytosanitary certificate, they have to be dipped in a pesticide to make sure that there's no pest. They're sealed in this box for days. They go through customs. It can take weeks for the plants to get here. Sometimes they get stuck in customs. So you never really know what you're going to get. Let's take a look here. So far, this packaging looks excellent. I'm very impressed. They even include a little thank you card, which is a nice touch. Although they sent me the plants free and they're sending me a thank you. I think that's very sweet. And this cotton batting in here helps keep all of the plants in place. I have my water sitting by, because there's a good chance that these plants will be dehydrated. So I like to sit them in some water so that they can rehydrate. And like I said, this cotton batting keeps the plants from moving around so that the leaves don't get damaged. So it's always nice to see, you know, a nice snug package without totally smashing everything. Okay, on top we have a Hoya Pubicala. I wonder if they saw my last video when I showed my dying, dead Hoya Pubicala. But anyway, let's see what we have in here. Now, I like that they're packaged in paper because I find that when they're in plastic, it holds moisture, which causes the leaves to rot. So I like that they are packaging these plants in paper. And looking at this Pubicala, it's in excellent condition. Look at the leaves. They're not even limp at all. Long vine here. Nice, healthy leaves. Not dehydrated at all. I think this plant will be just fine, but let's take a look at the roots first, because the roots are the most important thing. A lot of times when you import plants, you will lose all of the foliage as they acclimate. But if the roots are good, you're good. So you don't know what you have until you have roots. And hopefully you have roots, because I have gotten some plants that had no roots, which makes it quite difficult. But this plant does not have that problem at all. Some nice roots here. Yeah, I think I now have a nice healthy Hoya Pubicala. So I'll sit that over here in the vase and we're going to keep it moving. Let's see what we have next. Okay, and this one says it's a Syngonium white narrow. So a narrow form white Syngonium. I don't have a lot of Syngoniums. I had 2 or 3. I killed one and I have one. So maybe I killed 2 and have one. Anyway, yeah, I don't have a lot of Syngoniums, but I do feel like they are beautiful plants. Nope, the other one is growing outside. So no, I've only killed one. But look at this. I wouldn't expect them to travel well, but look at this. The leaves don't even seem dehydrated. Very nice looking plant. I like the green around the edges. And so you don't have to sit through me unwrapping the roots and everything. I did some little camera magic here because it's important to see the roots so you see what we're working with. So this plant overall, I'm saying excellent condition. Cut off the yellowing leaves and keep it moving. Here we have a variegated burl marks. So I'm excited about this. I have a variegated burl marks, but the variegation in these plants is not very stable. Mine started putting out all green leaves. I cut it, propagated and stuff, trying to get it to promote more variegation. Didn't work. It gave me half and half leaves and then all green. So I'm excited to have this one. Hopefully it has some nice variegation that it will maintain. Oh, look at it. I'm already happy. And here's a full view of the plants as well as the roots. Everything looks really good on this plant. There are some roots that look like they are dead, not viable, and but that's fine and to be expected. But there's enough health. There are enough healthy roots on here that I have no concerns about this plant. I'll pop it in some leca and go from there. It should be pretty happy. Love the variegation. Okay, moving right along, here we have, oh, a variegated spathiphyllum. Spathiphyllum, I believe, is a peace lily. I have no peace lilies. I've never had one before. And if this is what I think it is, this is a plant I actually wanted. I don't even remember what plants I asked for, but I know I didn't ask for one of these. And but I have been kind of having my eye on one. So I'm excited about this plant. Let's see here. Don't want to rip any leaves. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at the variegation on this plant. Oh my goodness. Very happy with this one. Very healthy looking. And here's an overall look. And as you can see, the roots look amazing on this plant. So it should be very happy. I'm excited. This is, I think, my favorite so far. Very excited about this plant. Now, I mentioned how plants can look perfect coming out of the box, and then when they come out and hit the air and they're acclimating, they totally wilt. Sometimes you lose all the leaves. The next day, this is how this plant looked. But don't be alarmed. It's looking perfectly fine now. I will give you guys an update in about a month on all of them. But yeah, this is what I woke up to the next day. It freaked me out a little bit. Okay, this next plant is an Ethereum Magnificum hybrid. I'm not even going to try to say the name of the plant it's crossed with. Me and the Anthuriums. I don't know why I started getting into Anthuriums. They have not liked me. We have been doing battle. So far, I've only lost 1 or 2, and they're doing okay now. But yeah, Anthuriums, they don't travel well. They don't acclimate well. This one traveled well. This plant is absolutely beautiful. Look at it. I mean, it's not wilted or anything. This looks like I just went and bought it at a local nursery. Amazing that this came all the way from Indonesia and it took like a week and a half. But this is what the plant looks like. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful plant. Hopefully it'll stay that way. The roots look great. I mean, it's got some really nice thick roots. This looks like a very healthy plant. So, oh, no disappointment yet. So far, I am so impressed with all of these plants. It's amazing. This is not the norm when you get imported plants for all of them to come out the box like this. Okay. Now, this one I did request. This is an Ethereum Warrock. I didn't really expect to get one. But yeah, I'm very excited about this. And again, it's an Ethereum. So I'm hoping it's going to like me and be as excited about me as I am about it. But time will truly tell. I hear that these Warrocks are pretty finicky. But hey, I'm going to try to, yeah, it's, as you can see, some of the leaves are wilted already. So it's dehydrated, but it's a cute little, it's like a seedling. Yeah, nice roots though, very nice roots. So I should be able to work with this plant. I'm excited. I have a Warrock. Hopefully I will have one in the future too. It will stay with me. So send me good Warrock vibes, everybody. Okay. And next, let's see what we have here. Wow, something else that I don't have. An Alocasia dragon scale. I love the look of these, but I have avoided them because I don't know. I like really easy plants. I don't know if these are easy plants or difficult plants. You know I'm going to be doing my research. Any tips, you guys go ahead, send them in. You know, put those comments down there. You know, we're all in this together, working together to get these plants and keep them alive. So let's see what we have. I'm excited. This is, I feel like a kid at Christmas. This is a lot of fun, and I'm getting some really great plants here. Oh my goodness, look at this. And it traveled well. Look at the back of the leaves. You know that plant is beautiful when the back of the leaf is even pretty. Look at that. Wow. I'm excited about this plant. And it looks, you know, well hydrated. I see some yellowing. Those leaves will probably need to end up being cut off because they're not going to, you know, turn green again. And here's a look at the roots. Now this one has the smaller roots, the smallest root system so far. So again, I'll probably put this in leca and let it root more and then decide whether or not I want to leave it in the leca. I'm using a lot of leca lately, but I can't get enough of these leaves. Look at these leaves. Even the ones that I'm losing that are green, I mean yellow, are beautiful. Yeah, I'd like to see a few more roots on this one though, but yeah, beautiful plant. Okay, what is this we have? Are you kidding me? A variegated Alocasia Centipede. I have seen these. They are so pretty. And no, I don't have one. Never had one. This is so cool. Yeah, I'm excited. But hopefully all of these plants will make it. Like I said, I'll give you guys an update in about a month. This one too. Yeah, all of them are going to end up in leca because it's just easier for me. Look at that. Now, as you see, one of the leaves is already yellowed, which is to be expected. That's really what you normally get. So that'll get cut off. But this is such a pretty plant. I'm excited. I keep saying that, but you plant people know what I'm talking about. Look at these roots. Nice, plump roots. Very nice variegation on the stem. So, oh, very nice. I am absolutely thrilled right now with all of these plants. I honestly have to say that I don't think that I've ever received a shipment from Indonesia or anywhere like that, imported plants, where the plants were still perky and in good condition and just absolutely beautiful. I'm not disappointed at all. So yeah, very exciting. I'll keep you guys posted on how these plants do. I'm going to first put them in some water for 24 hours, just let the roots soak up some water, and then I'll probably transfer most of these to leca. So I'll keep you posted. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Stay well. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.